Hey Leo Seeker, welcome back to the Existential Shift for your July Tarot Scope. For Leo, energy and placements, intuitively guided. I'm using the Spellcaster's Tarot. As for my shadow, I have nothing super cool to say other than this is a snail. Do you see it? Do you see it? Yeah. Oh, this is a homeless snail. But my head will be the home, so see? This is a snail with a home. Okay. Right now that we did that, I had to. I couldn't help it. It was impulsive, compulsive. Okay, Leo. What do you want to talk about? Good night, by the way. It's the middle of the night. Hence the lighting. Not yet. Je m'appelle Morgane, je suis une bête sauvage. I am a wild beast, held by master self-control. I wrote that. Find it on my IG. First card out, the Empress. I mean, this is the queen of the jungle. And it's a wonderful way to start a reading, Leo, the Empress. Pagan one, nonetheless. Maybe a Native American one. Hey, when all the little girls fought over who's Wendy and who's Tinkerbell, I was like, I'm Tiger Lily. So fitting. Did not plan this. Okay, but we want to talk about us. Why are you giving us snails? Go back to the Empress. Okay. But see, this is not an Empress of pillows and silk. This is an Empress of the earth and of the trees. Of the living. And that includes snails, my dear. But you should know that, Leo, because you're the archetype of the king / queen of the jungle. Oh, Tiger Lily was so the queen of Neverland. So. I'm waiting for the cards to show themselves. But they're being kind of regal. It's like they're holding their cards to their chest. Even here, she's like sneak peeking at us, but she has her back to us and has her holy cow in the way, kind of saying, are you worthy? I love this deck. There's runes peeking at it. On her armor, there's Ingus, the tree. I will do a rune reading for you guys in the extended. Speaking of, oh my god, everything connects. Don't you just love it? I have my TP rune sack here, and I'll use these runes. Okay, I've been yattering enough. What else for Leo, other than the Empress? It's like that's it. Well, That's it. Only in a Leo reading, seriously. The Empress, boom, that's it. Talk, Morgane. One card. I'm listening. You guys are like, I'm listening. We don't need any more cards. I need more cards. I can talk about the Empress for an hour, but I need to show a narrative. I need the pieces of the puzzle. So far, I have the Divine Feminine here. It's the entire picture of all the puzzle. And you're like, well, yeah. I am the picture of the entire puzzle. I don't even know why I'm here listening to you. You're a weirdo. I'm a weirdo. Love it. Okay, okay, enough. Okay, thank you. 6 of Wands. Oh, I'm in a mood apparently. Oh, speaking of, okay, 6 of Wands. There is some feminine. Why can't I talk? I am not putting this on Mercury retrograding. I am not putting this on it. I did not say it. The Empress, 6 of Wands. Massive, fiery, feminine leadership. I think I'm tapping into a literal queen of a jungle. But not like chaos jungle. More like community jungle. People jungle. Workplace. Friendships. Classroom. But someone here is carrying herself like a goddess, and rightly so, and people agree. And animals agree. Oh, interesting. Who are you, Mother Teresa? Teresa? Who am I speaking to? Cleopatra? What's I don't know if she liked animals, but like, who's there? Can you imagine if this was like a 16-year-old kid? You know, maybe you'll grow into that. You never know, kid. You never know. Maybe it's a lion male that I'm speaking to. Well, maybe that's your girl. Good luck. Okay, no more cards. 1 card per hour. All right, no problem. We'll be here. Got all night. Got all night. I'm going to be here alone. Everyone will click out. I'm going to lose my subscribers. Thank you. And thank you, 6 of Pentacles. All right. Okay. Second 6. And then came Jesus. No, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. But I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised with this reading and the energies that are making me behave this way. I'm literally I'm blushing. Not like in a romantic way. I'm blushing like I don't know which energy is watching me right now, but I'm... Thank you. תודה. Dankeschön. Merci. Shukran. Gracias. Grazie. I don't know, whatever else. Okay. Okay. The Empress, 6 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles. So, recognition, check. Money, check. Leadership, check. What are you doing here? Are you bored? Why are you don't need me. Look at me. I'm like Shuffling the cards, being like, is there anything I have to say to my Leos? Let's change tactics, shall we? Messages for Leo for July, please. Knight of Wands. And Three of Pentacles. Okay. I am getting a strong sense of either a community, an organization, a group, could be a school, could be a non-profit, could be, could be a workplace. And there's teachings. There are teachings, apprenticeship, disciples, leaders. This could be a community literally in nature. Or that has to do with something with nature, animal kingdom, even human rights, animal rights, human rights. There are funds. There is a lot going on here that I'm only seeing the tip of it at the moment. What have I tapped into? Oh my God. Leo. Ace of Wands. So the Knight of Wands becomes the Ace of Wands because of proper action. There's do you remember the show Lost? There's a little sense of community, but with like a purpose, a goal. I could be also tapping into a type of a cult, by the way. That's one aspect of it. It's one aspect of it. But it's not mind-based. If there's an ideology, if there are principles, they're not cognitive mind, air element oriented. They are of the fire and of the earth. Also very native energy, very shamanic energy. Even Hindu. Like, let's go far east, but something. The people, the animals, the people and the animals. Let's start anew. Oh my God. Okay. So, for those of you who are more on the not so extreme scale of this narrative, just take it as, I don't know, metaphors or something. But I am getting, like, literally a community that wants to, like, start a new world, a new infrastructure, a new way of living, maybe more nature-based, maybe more, eating from the land, growing its own food, natural energy, and I find it beautiful. But there is also an element of how do I phrase this? Okay, this might sound okay. I'm getting kind of like, oh, the end of the world is coming, so we need to be prepared, kind of thing. Hey, you know, World War III is a possibility. Not going into that. But it really doesn't have to be on that side of the scale. It could just be community. There's balance between female energy, feminine energies, and masculine energies. It's more, it's going back to pre-patriarch, more of the matriarch time. And don't be confused, the matriarch time, matriarchy wasn't about, oh, only women are in control and men are beneath. It was very mutually, there was mutual respect for both genders. Back to this. Oh, I'm getting a weird headache. What is going on in this reading, Leo? So 2 cards, as you can see, I've been picking up. Page of Cups and the High Priestess. So there's definitely a cult kind of thing going on, something mystical of some sort. There could be all kinds of things going on that aren't only spiritual, could be also like sexual. This could be polyamory, community of polyamory, for example. Wow, I'm going to try to honor this reading as much as I can because I'm getting so many different energies, and I'm sure so many of you probably don't resonate with this. So feel free to check your other placements, of course. But let's roll with what is coming. So I'm not getting something bad or evil. Not when I say cult, it's not that thing, but there is that little aspect of, you know, really going back to, it's almost Avalonian, literally Lady of the Lake, Morgane Le Fay, hi, Camelot kind of days. You know, like the wild, wild west of history. And where there was magic and religion, you know, times where, right, you know, early when Christianity started and kicking in, and there was a lot of persecution to pagan tribes and Nordic tribes and anything, you know, that worships or follows the gods of nature. So there's maybe even an aspect of trying to mold together, you know, the wisdom and the beauty of modern day religion, the things that all religion has in common, the spiritual and aspects of it. With ancient wisdom. But there's also a lot of sexual stuff going on. Hey, as long as you're careful with your health, I don't judge. But the aspect of the High Priestess, literally the High Priestess, literally an Empress. is strong here. I don't know if to be in awe or if to be terrified. I don't know what I'm tapping into here. Please tell me. Please comment. Show me more, please, for Leo. And for my Leo seekers, this has nothing to do with them, and you guys are like, hey, entertainment, right? You got some entertainment, even if this doesn't speak to you. Sorry. Show me further. Explain this more to me, please. Two of Swords. Okay, someone wants out. Someone wants out, but they feel like they might be scared. They feel like they might not be able to. Or maybe there's an element of some sort of mind control. Like, you know, so this definitely, if you resonate with this most definitely doesn't have to be that. Like what I'm about to say is an extreme aspect, to an extreme aspect already that I'm tapping into. Sorry. In cases of abuse, the abuser, it's a narcissistic, psychotic kind of trait where they gain control of their victim's mind. They make them believe that the victim needs them, depends on them, can't go anywhere else. It's something that pimps have over call girls. The fear is so deep, like they don't believe that they can survive elsewhere or handle elsewhere. It's a prison of the mind that is very hard to break out of. Sometimes there doesn't necessarily have to be like physical walls that prevent someone from leaving or going somewhere. It's just the control. It's when I'm beating you down so I can build you back up. When the abuser hurts the victim deeply, could be all sorts of violence, from sexual to physical to mental to emotional, and then they're also there to save them. They're broken down, and then they come and they hug and they care and they fix and they heal and they serve. And so it's a very, very complicated dynamic, which is why every time someone chooses to judge a victim, why didn't you leave sooner? Why didn't you say something earlier? I find it so repulsive. Like, if you haven't experienced something of that sort, you have no ability to even begin to understand, and you should shut the fuck up with your judgment. No, seriously. So I'm tapping into someone potentially here that either doesn't want to be a part of that anymore, and they don't know if they can leave or how they can leave. But there's another side to this, a completely different side to this. So I feel like there's all kinds of different energies that I'm tapping into right now. So take what is yours, okay? There's also an aspect of an initiation of some sort, like of a test or of something you need to go through, you know, to be initiated into the next phase or something like that. It's controversial and not standard. Now, here's the thing. My methods are not controversial, but my methods are not normal, standard, familiar when I work with my mentorships. or with my clients or my seekers who come to me at either private sessions or actually book a mentorship. My methods are weird, but they're not far from a dynamic of a sort that I just described. This doesn't feel scary in a way of, oh, change is scary, but also exciting, and that helps me evolve. No, this feels scary, like literally scary. This is a very specific message for someone or a few group of people that I'm tapping into, that I'm somehow hope I can help with this. Again, this could be a lovely community that is just, different from the social norms, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. Like, just because I'm tapping into that as well doesn't mean that I mean all of it, like in regards to all of it. Show me more, please, for this Two of Swords for Leo for this coming month. Show me more in regards to this message. Page of Swords. I don't like this, I'll be honest. I really don't like this energy. It feels malicious and manipulative. Someone is using their intellect and wit to control and potentially also indulge sexually with this is a difficult reading. I did not see this coming. Okay, I might do a bonus reading for Leo because this is so intense and specific, but I will finish this one and I will upload this because someone might need to hear this, and I'm getting really emotional right now because I feel like someone is listening to me, and it's very real for them. I'm going to use the Gypsy Oracle right now. Normally I try to avoid using them in general readings. I use them sometimes in the extended because they can be a little bit like this reading. But I need clarification. Okay, I have conversation. Show me, guide me, explain this to me, please. How do... Friend, okay, this is getting better. One more. Okay. Conversation, wedding, friend. So, for this one person probably that I'm tapping into, if you find yourself like you have to go, say you're always in this community or always in this group or always in this situation, and you go to a social event or some sort of event, could be a wedding, could be anything, and there are people there, and there's maybe a friend that you know that is from outside of this organization. Talk to them. Tell them. Ask maybe if you can stay with them for a little bit, just until you manage to tap out of that and find, wherever it is that you want to go to. Do that. Talk to someone outside of this group. And that's for that. For those of you who are in a beautiful community and this extreme negative aspect that I tapped into is not relevant for, and it's just a genuinely beautiful community that is trying to live in an alternative way, and it's all good and benefic, then this whole conversation, friend, wedding thing, I don't think it speaks to you. I think that was specifically for the specific person that was watching. Okay? And that's that. Now, because I'm not sure I'm going to do another reading for Leo, I don't know yet. I'm going to pull some more cards to clarify this positive aspect of the narrative. And then take that with me to the extended. Okay? And if this person comes with us to the extended and there's another message for you, then we'll get that too. In the extended, I continue this reading. I also have a Celtic cross, and then I also give another Gypsy Oracle and Rune reading. So there will be tons of opportunities to see what can come up. But obviously the most accurate way to see what's up with you is to book a private reading with me, which you can totally do. But for the general energies of Leos that are watching me, what else can we see for this? Page of Wands. Okay. Fire. A lot of adventure. King of Cups and Six of Swords. So we had Page of Wands, King of Cups, Six of Swords. So that's another page on the table. And a third six. Oh, it's a party. And a King of Cups. So there is some sort of travel that has to do with family. Either with family, for family. This could be this wedding conversation thing. Also a gathering. But honestly, I'm getting research. Research of someone is going deeper in research to the world of possibly the occult, divination, theology, magic possibly, channeling, all that. And they might be either going on a journey or going to visit a potential teacher / healer / shaman / tour guide of some sort. Okay, I'm going to continue this in the extended because I need to drink water and my head hurts. This went in, okay? For the individual or two or whomever who has been watching this, I hope this helped you, and I love you, and you are not really bound by anything. I know it's hard for you to actually grasp that, and I'm not saying it with judgment. I know it's not easy, but find someone outside of this thing and genuinely talk to them and tell them that you need to come over and stay with them or spend a few days like outside of this, just to have an objective outlook on things, to allow you to detach somehow a little bit. Okay? All right, everybody, all Leos, all seekers, thank you so much for being here with me and taking my stuff. Thank you for if you've stayed this far. If you stayed this far, you're my tribe. If you haven't subscribed, speaking of a tribe, I would love to have you. So subscribe, press the bell button to know when your video is coming. In the description box below, the link to the extended that I'll do now, the link to how to book a private reading with me, links to 2019 Ministers of Magic, which is the yearly extended, and for, of course, Tarot Masterclass Bunkai, Secrets of Tarot, my tarot library that I made. If you want to learn from me, check it out. Okay, guys, I'm also on Instagram, so join me on the Existential Shift. Good night, and oh, happy birthday to you, early Leos. Happy birthday, Leos. And I will see you again in your birthday season, guys.